Hi everyone! Welcome to Same Text, Different Font.
I swear, I think you forget
I do.
what this thing is called.
Every time.
Every single time. And I've offered to make like a little sign for you so that you can just read off of it. And she refuses. I don't understand.
So, for people that don't know, everything here is not rehearsed. We just come up with it, we just say it. I don't want cue cards. I don't want.
This is not a cue card. This is what this is called.
I know.
So say it
properly. The problem is that for some reason, I really think I'm dyslexic because instead of saying, same text, different font, in my mind, I say same font, different text.
I think because the very first time we recorded, she said it that way, and I think it just stuck. Maybe we needed to call it that instead.
And every time I say it, I have to stop myself to be like, is it same text or is it same font? And I get confused in my head. So.
Wait, what is it called
now? Exactly. Exactly. Same text, different font.
We really should have switched it. It was supposed to be switched.
No.
Yeah, it should have been because same text, different font. So it should have been same font because we look alike, but we have different messages, different text. That's what it was supposed to be. I'm not sure where things went awry. You understand what I'm trying to say? Different texts. We're saying different things. We have a different take on things. We have different opinions. It could be the same. Well, anyway, here we are. She still can't say it. If you hear her say it wrong,
just know what I'm talking about. You know where we are. You know what we're doing.
What are we doing? This is just a catch-up episode.
I don't know what we're doing. You're the regular font, and I'm the italic.
Why I gotta have to be the regular font?
Because you're basic.
Oh my god, I can't believe you. You know, it seems like she doesn't only bad talk entire countries. She bad talks me as well, right in front of my face.
That's another thing that people are.
You know, what's wrong with being basic? What is wrong with being basic? I'm a predictable person. I'm very low maintenance, and I'm easy to please.
Basics are very necessary. Like Amazon Basics, their stuff is really good and it's very useful.
I'm not a product.
No, I'm just saying. I'm comparing you to basic things.
They're essential.
Exactly.
You need to call basics essentials.
Because they are essentials. Even with your wardrobe, you need basic pieces, but it's essential pieces.
You need entire wardrobe is basic pieces.
You need a good black trouser. You need a little black dress. You need, things like that. Those are basics, but they're essentials. You need undershirts that are women need a black undershirt, a nude undershirt, a white, and then all of these basics can be paired any which way to make full outfits because you can pair it with a cardigan, you can pair it with a blazer, different things. My point here is that basics are very needed and essential.
You really saved yourself on that one.
But my point is that italic, is it italic? Right? Not everybody likes it. And,
size.
It's exactly. Size. Yeah, in the font. Not everybody likes it. It's not for everyone. And that's me.
Do you have a favorite font?
No. There's too many fonts.
There's a lot of fonts.
There's too many. I don't even understand.
I think I'm really feeling Cambria.
That's my font in work.
I figured.
I like that one.
Yeah.
But there's too many fonts. I can't keep up. Yeah. And then there's the light. There's Cambria, and then there's Cambria Light. I'm
is that just
it looks thinner? Yeah. But
there are two people that I work with who their handwriting, their penmanship, basically looks like something from a computer. It is so perfect.
I wish I had that. I write chicken scratch.
She does.
I write chicken scratch. Awful. Somebody told me I had good handwriting.
They're blind.
Probably. But as you said, people are really coming for me.
Oh, please. No one's coming for me as much as you made them come for me about this whole smell thing.
Yesterday, she was like, that person didn't smell good. And I was like, you are telling me? But I didn't even smell that person. So I was like, I don't know where she got this from. But anyway, people are really coming for me, saying that I'm too harsh on my comments, but it's my opinion. I think my opinion is things that other people are thinking, but they just don't want to say it because people are too...
Just say it. You said it yesterday.
What did I say? They're too soft?
She said people are very sensitive.
Yeah, it's true. People are too sensitive so that they don't want to say it, and everything is like being politically correct, which I understand. But if I say I don't like London, I don't like London. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm entitled to not like everywhere I go.
Okay, this is not meant to be an explanation of anything. So
Yeah, I'm just telling you.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah.
This is a safe space. It always has been a safe space. Don't point at people. Safe spaces, you don't point at people. Anyway, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. What we say here, take with a grain of salt. Obviously, it's our own experience, and our delivery may not be perfect, but we're not perfect. So,
because I'm italic.
She's italic. I'm just regular and basic. But
but
that's what it's meant to be. It's meant to be unfiltered conversations.
Yes.
So I'm sorry if any of our comments have offended anyone. That certainly wasn't the intention. On behalf of her and myself, we are just expressing our humble opinion, which you have every right to disagree with.
And if you like the Trader Joe's fried rice, good for you. I don't like it. End of story.
Yeah, I had someone tell me, like, I invited them over and they're like, oh, for bland fried rice? And I was like, oh my God.
Apparently people really like this fried rice. It came from me after and was like, so to each their own. I think one time we said something about short and sweet, and you said you never heard of that. When I just said it, and I was like, just keep it short and sweet. And you were like, I think it's short and simple. I think that's the name of Sabrina Carpenter's tour.
What?
Short and sweet.
She doesn't look short.
She's short.
Really?
Yes. She's like,
every episode I'm like fact checking something. Hold on.
Let's see. I think that's the name of the tour. And I was like, oh my God, that would have been... And you were like, oh, we should have just named the show Short and Sweet.
Yeah.
You remember? Yeah. So it's a thing. It's a real thing. I didn't make that one up.
No one's saying you made anything up.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah, I did. Never mind. Oh, yeah, it is called Short and Sweet.
Short and Sweet.
You probably saw it, and like in your subconscious, it just like came out.
That's a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Your subconscious is a thing that you don't realize. Is
Yeah. So you had a game you wanted to play. Maybe we should start the game.
No, let's do that after. Something else that I wanted to say. I wanted to give... So, clearly, we're here with a catch-up. And it's a catch-up and a follow-up. And, we're in
an up and up. A catch-up and a follow-up. It's an up and up.
We're on the up and up.
Kind of. We're trying to get there. We still haven't gotten there yet because we haven't spoken about anything yet.
Yeah. Anyways, life update. I was able to donate blood. It happened a while ago. I just kept forgetting to mention it. So I was finally able to donate blood. And this is because of my own doing, because as you pointed out, I paid money to buy iron supplements just so that I could donate blood. But it worked, and I was finally able to donate blood. I didn't actually plan to donate blood that day. I knew the blood drive was going on. It was taking place, and I had a meeting in that building. And I was like, well, I'm already here. Let me just go check. And I had a meeting. I finished that meeting, and then it was in person. I went to the blood donation as I was on a virtual meeting on my phone. And I don't know why I went like this. This is... we think that this is a phone, but also I was not on the phone like this on the meeting because I had my AirPods in and I was on a meeting like this. Anyways, so I told them, I was like, I'm here to try to donate blood, but I'm on a meeting. So they were like, no problem. I did the 54 questions, and then I went for the medical clearance, and they tested. I think it's called clearance. Well, I'm just saying what they said. And they tested they do a finger stick test to test for your iron. And I was on the meeting, so I wasn't really paying attention to her. And she said, okay, you're good. And I'm on the meeting. I was like, wait, what? What'd you say? And she's like, yeah, you're good. And I was like, I've never gotten this far. What's next? Like, what do I do? And she's like, yeah, we're going to finish up and then you're going to go donate. So I was donating blood while I was in this meeting the entire time. It was exactly. But also I didn't know. I thought I was going to try and then that was it. No. So I actually got through.
You see, sometimes you can plan and it just doesn't turn out the way you expected to. And
least expected.
Yeah. You were successful.
Yeah. And that the other 3 times that I've tried to donate, left work in my building, walked over to another building at work to try to donate blood. Didn't happen. This time I happened to be there. I happened to try and I got through. Donating blood took the actual process of getting the blood took maybe 10 minutes. It's super short, but that's also because the needle that they put in your arm
is like a tunnel.
I looked down and I was like, that's a straw. You could see the hole in the needle. You can actually see it. Dude, it's a straw.
Red blood cells are tiny. If you don't have a big enough needle, they're not going to be delivered.
And you don't want to damage.
And you obviously don't want to damage.
Right. So I understand that. I understand that, but like the needle is huge. I think it's a 16-gauge needle with like a straw going into my arm. But that's also good because it goes by faster. So that was pretty good.
If you try to do something smaller,
it's going to take forever. Yeah. So that worked out good. And then it was only like 10 minutes and it was fine. So I'm definitely going to try to donate again. And I encourage you to donate if you would like to.
All she could really talk about, like this is the first time I've heard any of that. All she was talking about was the snacks that she got.
So then after you go get a snack and they encourage you to eat more than one snack. For me, when I went, they had apple juice or cranberry juice. They had Lay's potato chips, pretzels, Oreos. I think it's called LaDonna cookies, which apparently, I don't know, some cookie. And then you could take boxes of Girl Scout cookies to go home with.
A whole box of Girl Scout cookies. Can you believe those things are hot commodities when they're on sale?
Did I say pretzel? Because they also had pretzels.
Yeah, you said pretzels.
And Oreos.
You said that.
Oh, okay, yeah. So when I was there, I had juice, chips, and Oreos. I didn't eat lunch, so that was my lunch. And then I go back to work, and the department next door was having a party, and they offered me stuff from their party. So I had 2 slices of pizza and cheesecake.
She had the best day of her life.
I felt so sick after. Oh my god. I don't normally eat like that at that much. And I was like, whoa, this was like
a bad idea.
It was a bad idea.
Yeah.
It was. But I did something good that day, so whatever.
So then you do something bad to yourself? Enjoyable, but maybe not.
I have my tinsel highlights and my tinsel clip-ins.
Cute. Yeah, they're cute.
You know, because who do I think I am?
You're not proper.
No, she doesn't do that.
Well, who does that?
I don't know.
Well, can you play the game?
It's not a game. It's just...
I like games. I like board games. I like card games. I like doing puzzles. No one ever likes to do any of these things with me.
If anybody wants to play Monopoly, you know where to go.
It's really sad. I don't understand. I have lots of games, and I'm always willing to try new ones.
Anyways, so I came up with something because I think about this all the time when this has been happening to me a lot lately, and I'll tell you what it is, but this has been happening. And so the phrase is, I look cool, calm, and collected, but deep down, this is happening.
Blank?
Yeah. So this one has been happening to me a lot. And it's basically something that you're something that you're going through or that's happening to you in the moment that's an inconvenience, but you look cool, calm.
You're hiding.
You're hiding.
You're putting up with it.
Yes.
So no one knows
what's really going on. Okay. So this one has been happening. So I look cool, calm, and collected, but deep down, my ankle sock has slid down my foot into my sneaker.
All the way?
Not all the way, but like, you know, it goes like to the middle and then you have to like stop and pull your sock up. So this is my thing, because when I wear sneakers with a dress or a skirt, I wear the no-show socks. Mm-hmm. But the grippy thing
is not gripping.
And it's sliding down and it's like, I'm just walking fine and no one knows anything. But deep down, my sock.
That's the worst.
Yes.
Yeah, those no-show socks that you gave me, they worked for like one day.
I think, honestly, I'm going to tell you, and this should not come as a surprise to anybody because I'm a frugalist. I bought it from Temu.
A frugalist?
Yes. It's a real word.
Yes, I know. We looked it up last time.
I bought it from
that's
Temu.
Probably one-time use.
Yeah, I think when you wash it, the grippiness is no longer grippy.
I don't know. I
don't think it's an adhesive, but I think it's like...
adhesive, but it's meant to stick.
Yeah, but it doesn't really grip onto your skin anymore. So yeah, do you have any?
I look cool, calm, and collected, but deep down, I probably really have to be.
Oh yes.
Like at work, sometimes I'm in like a family meeting or I get stuck in a room doing something, and I'm like, oh my god, an entire hour has passed by, and deep down, I really, really, really gotta go.
That's a problem.
That's hospital life.
Yes.
That's hospital life. You forget. You forget to eat. You forget to go to the bathroom. You forget to take your medications, whatever.
This is going to be TMI, but I had a UTI one time, and during during my time of having a UTI, I would like almost set a timer. And anytime I had a free chance, I was like, let me go try to pee. Because it can't get any worse.
It could get worse. UTIs can actually
travel
upwards, and you can end up with like kidney
exactly. And I'm like,
way worse.
I can't let this happen. It can't get any worse. People probably thought I had a problem because I was going to the bathroom.
One problem, and number two.
They probably thought I had a number 2 problem. I would just go in and be like,
number 2 problem pretty fast too.
Not that fast. But yeah, I was going like every 20 to 30 minutes. I was like, let me just go to the bathroom and see if I can pee. But maybe you should do that to prevent yourself.
You can't. That's not possible in the hospital. You can't put your patients are on a rotating schedule, so maybe if you kind of like...
But can't you just be like, oh, come on, Mr. Smith, it's time to go to the bathroom. Let me put you back in your bed. I'm just going to go as well.
Mr. Smith wants to know that.
I don't want to know that you have to go either. I got to take you.
No, we do. We do want to know when patients are on the room. We don't want them going by themselves.
You should put yourself on a schedule.
That sounds like a lot of work for not a lot of return.
It is. Because,
of those times, how many times were you actually able to pee?
Well, it's like 2 drops. Honestly, also, women will understand this. But sometimes it's just such an inconvenience to go pee. Because for me, I wear business casual clothes. But when you have to fix your stockings and then fix your skirt or your dress and then put your belt back on, and it's just so much. It's not like men, which you know how the men do. I'm not going to go into detail about that. But it's just so much easier. And it's like...
Listen, that's a little bit of an exaggeration. Think about if you have to travel over yonder to go to the bathroom. You have a bathroom on the same floor where you were.
It's actually opposite my office.
Opposite your office. And it's not like you have layer upon layer upon layer.
It's
like back in the day. Remember the movie, oh man, Hidden Figures?
Yes.
And the woman had to
go to the colored bathroom.
Basically in another state to go to the
Yes.
Like, imagine that.
Okay, it's not that length of travel, but once you have to walk in your heels. I have to walk across the hall in my heels with my sock falling down, and then the skirt, the stockings, the undergarments.
To me, that just sounds like don't wear skirts and stuff. That just sounds like put on a pair of pants and call it a day. Especially if you have a YouTube.
Okay, but then too, when I do wear pants, which I'm gonna call trousers, trousers.
Why are you calling it trousers?
Because pants is just like sweatpants or like, casual pants. But when you're wearing dress pants, it's a little different. And then you have to tuck your shirt back in. And I swear, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but when I tuck in my shirt in the morning and I tuck in my shirt when I go to the bathroom during the day, it doesn't look as clean as it does the first time I do it.
The first time.
No, the first time is good.
But the second time, it's inevitably going to be a little bit like worn, wrinkled. So you're not going to get as crisp of it.
Exactly. Yeah. And that annoys me.
I tell you, just don't drink anything and don't go to the bathroom.
I know. And then, what's the other problem? You're dehydrated. Your skin doesn't look good. You're whatever. It's like, there's always a problem. You can't win.
You're being a negative Nelly right now. Yeah, take a breath.
I'm just going to get a leg bag.
Who's going to change it for you?
Me.
You're going to empty it and change it yourself?
At the end of the day.
You're going to be so grossed out. You're not going to want to even. Oh my God. Anyway.
I'm joking. I'm not getting a leg bag. I wouldn't do that.
No, you wouldn't. I don't think anyone would.
No.
Well, now that we've gone through our toileting, her toileting habits at work, I'm very curious what you're going to call this episode. Number 1 or number 2 problem? I think that's a good one. All of this because I said I just had to be.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
I
look cool, calm, and collected. Deep down, there's a popcorn kernel between my teeth. That's a big one. And you know what I've heard? I've heard people say that after they eat popcorn, they chew gum to get it.
Does that really work?
I don't know, but like that's the thing about popcorn. I love popcorn, specifically white cheddar popcorn, but it's a problem.
You just sounded really lazy with that. Like,
I'm still gonna eat it. I'm still gonna eat it because I love it, but
No, I don't really eat popcorn. I don't like popcorn, so I don't have that issue very often. Corn though. Corn is similar. Yeah. Our mom made corn the other day and I did not have any because corn on the cob. It's just not enough reward for the work. And I can just open up a can of corn and just scoop it out. As opposed to like chomping down on the corn on the cob like a little squirrel.
Like a beaver.
Just yeah, exactly. And then, oh my God.
What's another one? Mango. When you get like the stringy fiber. I don't like that.
Because you like it when it's...
No, so I actually prefer mango a little
on the
unripened side.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have the stringy fibers. The stringy fibers comes when it's fully ripened.
Really ripe, yeah.
Yeah. So
I ordered a salad today to eat for lunch, and I'm very excited because it has mango in it.
I didn't know that.
Mango and mandarin orange. It's not a fruit salad. It's a arugula salad, but it's a lot of stuff in there.
That's good. Do you have any other cool, calm, collected?
Well, I think I'm cool, calm, collected.
Guys, if you have any that you think is funny, put it in the comments of like your daily.
I have a headache.
Yeah, I look cool, calm, and collected, but deep down I have a migraine,
which is the worst.
Yeah, but that's not funny or not relatable. It's supposed to be like something that's just an inconvenience to you.
I feel like in the moment I have so many of them, and then like I can't just think of it in this point of time.
So we'll come back to this.
Or like, okay, I look cool, calm, collected, when I'm getting on the bus. But my credit card in my wallet doesn't work to scan. And it's like, why did I put this card into the wallet? You know, the digital wallet? And it's not working. If I still have to pull out my wallet, pull out the card, I get really frustrated by that.
Yeah. Sometimes technology,
it's not meant to. It's just not meant to be.
It has a good idea behind it, but it doesn't always work effectively.
It may not translate well into real life practical use.
Yes. That's a good
like, what was wrong with the MetroCard?
Well, actually, when it comes to the MetroCard, I was saying for years there should be an app that you can add money onto your MetroCard.
Yeah, that's totally fine. However, the app has to work. And it should be your choice. Like, it should be your choice if you... Actually, you still can buy a MetroCard, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so I take it back. I'm glad that they can still buy a MetroCard. Also, I learned something new, which I haven't fully delved into yet, but Uber. So I take Uber a lot. I take Uber everywhere. And now there's a family plan where you can put your teenager, your kid, your parent who maybe is not as technologically savvy, or a sister that is not technologically savvy. There's like a minimalist version of the app that is linked to the account of someone who is technologically advanced. And I'm not explaining this right, but basically, I'm gonna try to get my mom onto this thing, onto the minimalist version, the senior version of Uber, so that way, whenever she wants, she can just input her to her destination and where she's coming from, and then she can just go. That'd be nice.
What's the difference between that and regular Uber?
Well, the look of the app is gonna look very different from what I hear, because you know Uber has like ads, and they have different, like, many different types of Uber, types of cars. Then you have the tab for Uber Eats, and then it's all this stuff. I think it's going to be a very minimalist look. So
it's
straightforward, simple, like user friendly type.
Okay.
And you can input favorite addresses, so like my address, your address. So then she just has to choose which favorite places she's going to, and then that's
so it's like a list of, like an address book of contacts.
Yeah,
that's
kind of
really
thing.
good.
I haven't used it yet, but this is what I'm imagining based on what I read. So I'm going to set that up after this.
TBD.
And
we'll see.
That will be on the next Up and Up.
Yeah, unrelated to this, but we'll keep you posted on that. Another thing that we're not going to go into this too much, but I recently watched part of the movie The Parent Trap. Remember?
Yeah. Natasha, oh my God, what's her name?
I don't know. My point is, you remember Meredith Blake? That was the dad's girlfriend.
She's like our age.
No, she's not our age. She was 26.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, she was 26. And I was like, oh my God. We're so old. We're so old. And like, we're so old compared to her. But then also, it's like, they were making movies about sugar daddies back then. Like, I didn't know sugar daddies was a thing then. I need to look to see when this movie came out, but like
1990
something. Right. But like that's the like, because it's in the movie.
Misunderstanding their relationship.
No, because in the movie it says, like, what was her name? Jessie. Jessie was like the person. I don't want to say like. Yeah, she was like a living nanny. She did the cooking. She did, cleaning and stuff like that.
That was right.
You see? So, and Jessie told the daughter, I don't know which one now, Nanny, Holly, whichever one was in college. Because I'm getting them confused. Because obviously they traded places. So anyway, the point is, Jessie told the daughter that Meredith is dating your dad, and I don't see why. At first I didn't see why, because, he's not that, like, cool and suave. But then I realized there's millions of reasons why she's dating him, and it's sitting in the bank.
That I'm not sure what the actual criteria is for a sugar daddy, but I think she wanted to get married, yes, to secure her financial future. If you put it that way, we're all trying to do that.
No.
A lot of people are trying to do that. A lot of people are trying to secure their financial future. Wasn't there a whole song looking for 6'5" finance something song?
What? 6'5"?
Height. They were listed. There's a song. God, I don't know the name of the song, but there's a song where the girl is saying, "I'm looking for a man in finance, 6'5", something, something." She's listing out the things that she wants. So, is she looking for a sugar daddy? I felt very uncomfortable.
Why?
I don't know. I just didn't wake up this morning thinking I would be talking about this. Very unprepared. Because I feel like you don't know people's intentions.
It was a movie. It's not real people that I'm judging. I'm just saying, I think that's what it was. I think she was marrying him for his money.
Yeah, yes.
That's what.
There's a lot of people who do that.
Yeah, but my point was, I know there's people that do that. Now, there's apps for it. I know that's a thing. Yeah. But my point was, in 1997 when the movie came out, I didn't know that was a thing. And as a kid, I didn't realize that was her storyline there. Thought it was,
You didn't realize that was part of the storyline? It was more than just the age difference.
I thought it was just the age difference. I didn't realize that it was a financial thing as well.
Of course. I mean, if you really think back to way back when, it's always a financial thing.
Well, I wasn't thinking about that. I thought it was about getting the parents back together.
Parents looking for a suitable match for their children, thinking of their financial future, trying to secure a stable financial future, a very bright, positive financial future. It's more about just the money and the age.
My point was, I didn't know they were making movies about that in 1997. I didn't know that was part of the story.
I'm sure they were making movies about that way before 1997.
Yeah, I know.
The movie is from 1998.
They made it in 97. It aired in 98.
Released?
Oh. Anyway,
that's it.
That's all that's on the up and up.
Well, I think I was on the up. You were on the down.
The up and down. That's the up and down. That's the up and down for
this week.
My tinsel clip-ins are on the up.
My grays are on the down.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna work on this very soon.
We'll do a whole
a hair episode.
Yes.
Episode because I've gone through so many different hairstyles throughout the years. I have. Remember Mariana?
That was the only one that was.
No, I had one here. I had a lob, a long bob.
I know what a lob is.
Something I didn't know what that was. I had to learn. We should do a hair
episode. Guys,
like,
comment,
share, subscribe.
No. Subscribe.
I don't usually say it.
Well, this is same text, different font, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Bye.